Oh, hi, podcast listeners. There's many ways you can listen to the Real Nerds podcast. You can subscribe on iTunes. You can also subscribe on Stitcher Radio. You want to send us a Twitter message? You can do that. It's so easy, at Real Nerds. Like us on Facebook, Real Nerds Podcast. You can visit our website, realnerdspodcast.com, where there'll be a lot of articles for you to not only read, but to listen to our previous shows. Do you like your stories told through pictures? Then you can also follow us at Real Nerds on Instagram. You can also call us, 720-6nerds5. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show.
Camera, action!
Well, a real nerd knows who shot, and a real nerd can follow the plot, and a real nerd can...
talk film! I'm sorry.
Take it outside.
Well, a real nerd knows who shot, and a real nerd can follow the plot, and a real nerd will give it all they got. Lights, camera, action! Real nerds.
Hey everyone, welcome to another exciting Real Nerds podcast. I am Ryan, and I am joined always by my buddy, Brad.
Hey, what's up?
Brad, every week for 15 years, 14, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're about to start volume 14, so yeah.
Correct. In May, I keep on forgetting that X-Men First Class was our first episode.
Mm-hmm.
We see a new movie and we podcast our experience to the world. This week we saw Drop. Stay tuned where we'll recommend the film or not, play the trailer, and then spoil it. Then we'll also talk about the big movie news of the week and then stuff we've watched throughout the week, because we watch movies because that's what we do. We haven't grown up, Brad, since our early days of young whippersnapper. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's something we don't do. We don't grow up.
Yeah, that's a good sign of like human development, is we haven't almost 20 years we haven't changed. We're definitely heading the right direction. We've learned nothing and grown at all.
But I'm happy with where I'm at in my life.
Well, good for you. Good for you, Ryan. I'm glad you're happy.
Well, I'm glad that you're mad that I'm happy.
Fucking asshole. No, seriously, good for you.
Yeah.
I'm a lot farther behind than you. That's what's upsetting me.
Well, no, it's just, sometimes you got to find someone that puts up with the shit you love and doesn't really bat an eye for the most part.
Oh, not even that. Like, I'm fine with being alone, but like, it'd be nice to, not be broke every month, have some savings and live on my own. That'd be great.
That never changes, Brad. What sucks is the only reason I can do this is because I have two incomes. I don't even know how. There's no way a single income people can do anything now. You know what I mean?
Oh, I do.
Well, I guess you do, yeah. But because if I didn't have my wife's income, who makes more money than I do, then I couldn't afford my house and the stuff I want to do. And I'd be, yeah.
It's almost like it's by design that you have to pair up with somebody to sustain a living.
Well, talking to even my wife, we've gotten lucky on both our houses. And if you didn't have that luck, man, I don't know how people can even get ahead. I have, my two younger brothers, one runs a restaurant. The other one's worked for the city of Westminster for like 15 years. And one's been married for, 7 or 8, and they still can't get ahead. They have a hard time trying to find, a home loan because everybody needs first-time homebuyer assistance. But, it's just not easy. It sucks.
Is that a federal program that's going to get cut? It feels like it is.
I'm sure it will.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm glad we're focusing on the dies that are in Lucky Charms. That's where our focus really needs to be. You know,
Yeah.
that little fucking leprechaun and his red 40 dye is just ruining people's lives.
You know, if I hadn't eaten so much of it as a kid, I'd probably be like so like muscle roided out by now. Like I'd be so manly. But I ate
Yeah.
all those Lucky Charms marshmallows as a kid, and I'm just like this scrawny bitch now.
Well, see, that's your problem, dude. You didn't shoot up heroin and become an alcoholic and now are in charge of the health and human services. Come on, bro.
Yeah, man, I really just went the wrong path out of high
You
school.
did. You know, it's not too late to start the heroin.
Do you know where I can get some heroin? You should. You're a cop.
Yeah. I'll just get you some out of my evidence locker.
Sweet.
And I'll
You
just,
are my heroin.
yeah, I'll just say that, you know, it got lost. I mean, there's nothing can happen to me if I say evidence got lost, right?
Yeah, there's no accountability anymore. Fuck it.
Cool, sweet.
Especially for cops, right?
Yeah, totally.
It's part of your qualified immunity, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, don't worry. If you think that the administration right now is for cops, he just pardoned some lady who used a GoFundMe page for plastic surgery funds instead of helping a fallen officer's funeral expenses. So you know, they're just all for us, man.
Nice.
I mean, if it's not partying January 6th guys who beat the shit out of cops, then it's this lady who used funds for a fallen officer's funeral for her plastic surgery, which is very important.
You know what does make me happy though? Tikka marsala. Have you had this? Have you tried this?
You know what's funny is I had some last night. You're talking about Indian food, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Laura, my cousin came over, and I was at work, but they are working on, Kellen's doing a science project, and he made 3D printed homes for it. And so when he came over, Laura ordered Indian food, and I got tikka marsala mushroom and chicken, and it was amazing.
Isn't it? Like I might have had it like when I was way younger, but
Mm-hmm.
a couple of months ago, like with the whole Esquire stuff, like we went out to Indian food and I was like, oh my God, this like just feels like good filling food. Like,
Oh,
so,
man.
yeah.
That's funny you say that because I try to tell everybody that Indian food is so amazing that it's one of my most favorite foods because, you know, the curries and, you know, your tikka marsala, it just tastes so good. And I don't know how to describe it.
It smells
but-
so good too.
Oh, yeah. What kind of rice did you get? Did you get basmati or saffron?
Basmati.
Okay. You know, if you want to branch out, get the saffron. It's really, really good.
Yeah, I will. But yeah,
Yeah. I tell everybody there's a great buffet on 44th and Wadsworth. It's called Yak and Yeti, and it's like $16, and it has all these like salads and fruits, and then their entrees are like a mixture of vegetarian and chicken. And it's so freaking good. They have these, what is it? They're like mangoes. They're like pickled mangoes, I think is what they are. And they're like sweet and sour. Oh, man.
interesting
Love
you
it.
picked that one out because we shot part of Stalker there
Oh, really?
at that restaurant. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. No, I love Indian food. You got to get some naan, you know, dip it in there. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
It doesn't have to be spicy either because I'm not one who does well with spicy stuff. So I just leave the spice out and it's still so good.
Oh, yeah. No, how they, you know, I've watched how the Indian culture prepares their food, and man, it's pretty intense. You know, just the right level of seasonings, and you know, I think it helps with that. The coconut milk is usually what's used, and yeah, dude, I'm on board. I fucking love Indian food.
Yeah.
So anytime you want to go, I'm down for Indian food.
Yeah. The one on 6th Avenue is open 24 hours. So you can go anytime. Yeah. I know. I was like, this place can really sustain a 24 hour. There's actually two places. One does like almost like a Subway sub version of chicken tikka masala. So it's,
Oh, hey, I'm down.
yeah. There's that one. And then like, just like a block up, there's like the traditional, you know, different courses and servings version. It's a little more expensive, but it's 24 hours, which is awesome.
You know, that whole area of the world, the Indian, Middle Eastern, Asian part is, I love the food over there. I love it. Every time we go to Disneyland, I make sure I get shawarma at Avengers Campus.
Hell yeah.
because they even have a breakfast one. Oh, dude, I'm telling you. And I don't even like egg that much, but when you put in, the Middle Eastern spices, I'm down.
Yeah, there's also over at DU, there's this place called Jerusalem. I'm sure you've been there. And like, their Middle Eastern food is fantastic.
Oh yeah,
Also open late.
When I was working for Qdoba, my boss, my first boss, he left and started his own Middle Eastern quick service restaurant. And it's really good. It's on 120th and I-25, and it's called Baba June's, and it has really good food. He's from Iran, so it has this nice mix of Mediterranean and Iranian food. It's really good if you ever are in that neck of the woods.
So yeah, back to our food podcast.
Yeah. Hey, I will always celebrate Indian food, and everybody's got to try it.
Speaking of Indian movies, RRR is great.
Yes, let's just bring it all back. This week on Real Nerds, we watched Drop. Brad, do you recommend Drop?
Not really. It put me to sleep the first time. Shocker. I watched it.
That's your comfort zone is theaters. You just love sleeping in theaters.
Yeah. Well, I don't go there to do that, but yeah, the showtimes I pick are definitely like, I probably should have gone earlier. I'm 43. Yeah, like sitting through the whole date part of it was just like, ugh. Like these two people kind of meet cuting and like missing each other is kind of like over and over again. And then the rest of the time I'm just being like, how's there this much surveillance and like, yeah. I was just like doing trying to make things add up when I should be focusing on the caring about the characters.
Sure.
So yeah, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't like, didn't blow me away either.
Yeah, I think I maybe liked it slightly a little more than you, just because I really like the director, Christopher Landon. He did the Happy Death Day movies.
Yeah.
So I think creatively he's really fun. But yeah, I mean, I hate saying that you can wait to stream movies because I love the movie going experience. But sometimes there's movies where you go, it's cool to see it on the big screen, but is it necessary? And watching this movie, I go, there's some clever shots, but nothing that spectacular. And yeah, and some of the character decisions and some of the dialogue is really bad. I'm not talking about the two main characters. It's kind of everything else that happens around them. But yeah, I mean, I guess if you're looking for a mellow thriller, despite the heaviness of the domestic violence at the beginning, yeah. So Drop is okay. Here's the trailer.
Can we start over? Somebody keeps sending me these.
You gotta be within 50 feet to send a drop. It's someone in the restaurant. Violet, everything okay?
I'll be right back.
911, what's your emergency?
Hi, my son is being held. What do you want from me? I can't do that. I'll kill you if you hurt my son. When I find out who's threatening my son, I'll show them how dangerous a mother can be. I know it's you. How's this date going? First date jitters.
No, you're killing it.
Drop is about a young woman named Violet who is unfortunately part of a abusive relationship that they highlight at the beginning. And, she doesn't want to go on dates. She has this cute little kid. But she decides after a while that she will go out with this guy named Henry, and they meet at this really fancy restaurant called Palette. Did you roll your eyes when you saw the name? I did.
No, I was just thinking of like, I don't know. I don't use dating apps, but like they've been talking to each other for like 4 whole months before going on a date. That seems like really long.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I met my wife before dating apps were a thing. But I think Bumble, I heard, is one of those apps where you kind of just meet people and you decide, if you want to date them. I could be wrong.
I'm guessing because she's like apprehensive because of her, violent relationship with her ex. Like she probably is like, can we wait 2 months? But like 4 just seems so long.
Yeah. So they meet at this restaurant, and this guy seems really nice. While she's at the restaurant, they kind of give it away in the trailer. She's has to do all these things to, or this home invader is going to kill her son and her sister. And first she has to delete or destroy the SD card in his camera. And then after that, they want her to kill her date. And you have to guess who this person is that's watching her. And when I watch it, I don't know if because I see so many movies, but I picked out who it was almost immediately. I'm like, it has to be the dude she bumped into at the beginning. The blind date guy, Yeah.
I didn't pick up on it right away, but also like the reveal wasn't that interesting either. Like not seeing that, I was like, oh, it's that guy. Okay.
Yeah. And the only reason I did, like, I see so many movies, but they tried really hard for it to be, the good looking dude who's just standing there on his phone the whole time. And
I thought it was just gonna be her date. Like I was looking for like the elaborate thing of like, why is he trying to convince her to kill him to do something? But yeah, so like finding out there's just like the guy on the other date is just like, like the real villain is the congressman or whatever that's putting everyone up to it.
The city mayor that her date works for.
Yeah. It's like this whole storyline you don't see. It's a whole other thread that happened off screen. You barely get a glimpse of. So it felt underwhelming of like, all right, that guy's the bad guy and he's angry and okay. Then the mayor gets hauled away in handcuffs and like a news report later. So
yeah, like a post credit, newscast later.
Yeah, like we barely know that guy, but he's the real villain.
It's a device that Family Guy and The Simpsons use all the time, where it's always like, Kent Brockman tells you basically what's happening, or Tom Tucker. And then, it's, like I said at the beginning, the performances by the two leads are pretty good. Some of the dialogue and the other people involved is just whatever. The comic relief of their waiter, I didn't think he was funny at all. I just thought he was kind of annoying.
For the longest time, I thought he was the director. I was like, oh, that seems like a director cameo. But it's not.
But then he just keeps showing up. And it's not really his fault. It's kind of how the character is written. And even the villain guy, sometimes, I don't know, where he says, you're playing checkers while I'm playing chess.
Yeah.
And I'm always 2 moves ahead of you. I go, man, how more hacking can this be? I've heard these lines in every B-rated thriller before,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just was never intrigued by the film, but I never thought it was a bad movie. It just didn't move me one way or another.
Yeah, I felt like I was just along for a ride, and then it was over. I was like, cool, all right, that was a thing. Like it just really didn't connect. And also like, the big action piece in the whole movie is in the trailer when she gets sucked out the window. So it's like, I don't understand. I guess I don't understand the physics of it, of where she gets sucked out, but like her date is able to like grab her, like he doesn't get sucked out.
Yeah, I didn't understand that either. Or if you're so high up, if a window breaks, does it suck you out like in Star Wars?
I assume if there's like high winds going on.
I mean, I guess
maybe.
The pressure that high. I mean, I'm no scientist.
So
I don't
that was
know.
and also he was shot, so he's like, not only is he defying the physics of getting sucked out that window, but he's also like super weak at the same time.
I always want to do a movie where the guy dives to stop someone from getting shot, and he just goes right by him, and the person gets shot just because.
They did that in 22 Jump Street.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. But also, too, I mean, real physics, if you get shot, the bullet's still probably going to go through you. But, yeah. And I love, too, when he got shot, and he's like, no, run, go get your kid while I'm lying here dying.
I'm sure somebody called an ambulance, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't you, it was one of these other people in here. Yeah.
Yeah, because didn't that poor, like, bartender lady, she got shot, too? No, she got stabbed.
Yeah.
The whole time she's just trying to help that lady, and that guy's like, you know what? Fuck you, lady. And stabs her in the back.
Yeah. Like,
Talking about being at the wrong place. Jeez.
And also like playing chess instead of checkers, like he just goes full like just like no stealth mode at all, just like in front of everybody.
Yeah, he's
shooting out the place.
Like, you know what? I'm gonna die, so fuck this. I'm gonna ruin everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fine. And hey, so the dude who took off his mask at the end, am I supposed to know who that was?
Yeah, that was the utilities guy who's like has to do the cable check or whatever before she leaves for a date.
Oh, okay.
The guy in the window. Yeah.
I totally missed that part.
Oh. Yeah, I picked up that one. But that was another one where I was like, oh, really? It's that guy? Okay.
No. Yeah, because I remember her waving at him, but I guess I didn't remember his face.
Yeah. No, it's brief. And yeah, like early on, I'm just like, oh, he's probably the guy who's involved with the bad guys somehow.
So that's funny. You picked up on that guy right away. I picked up on like the main villain seat together.
Yeah. We could have cracked this movie if we watched it together.
Yeah. I had to see this movie at Regal, and Brad, why if there is 100 seats in a theater and only, I don't know, maybe 10, 12 people, because I saw it during the day on Tuesday. It was the first showing. It was like 11 o'clock in the morning. So
it's been out for like 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, this week.
Yeah, this week. But, it's not going to be heavily seen by that many people. Later on at 5 and 6, it's like a date movie, So a lot of times I like to sit in row 4. For some reason, I just like being in,
away from other people. I get it.
Yeah. I like to be in row 4. I like the screen to kind of go around me, and I like to be in the movie. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. That's how
So I go to Regal, and I get they were really cool there. I got a small Pepsi Zero, and they gave me a large Deadpool and Wolverine cup with a little Wolverine. Because the girl says, hey, we're supposed to give these out with the smalls because we have so many of them. Like, all right.
Yeah, they have so much extra merch. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got the Deadpool Wolverine, and then I got a little Wolverine action figure with him sitting in a movie recliner with popcorn. I'm like, hey, all right. So that was cool of her. And so I go into the theater, and because it's Regal, the movie started at 11. I knew if I got in at like 11:10, I still wouldn't miss anything, any trailers or anything. So I walk in, and there's the commercial playing. So I always pick like row 4, seat 8 is usually the center row seat. Again, when I buy my seat, there's literally like 4 or 5 people in the upper stadium part of it. And so I walk in and I look down, and there's 2 old people in seats right next to mine. And I'm like, the fuck? So
You bought your tickets online?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think there's a discrepancy because when I go from Fandango to Regal, the seat maps are not the same. So it may be like,
yeah, because I buy mine on Fandango because I get a lot of points for doing that.
Right, but like maybe that doesn't update to Regal's screen. So when those old people came, that your seat wasn't marked yet. So yeah, that might have been it.
I was pissed, so I went to row 7.
Just fuming.
Yeah, I was like, these are my seats, and you had to pick the seats right fucking next to me. Or a more probable reason is the old people didn't understand that it was assigned seating and just sat there.
Yep, that works too. Yeah.
Yeah. Anywho, hey Brad, Corinne sent us a Showtime.
Cool.
Hey nerds, Corinne here for another installment of Showtime, where I tell you all about something cool I've been watching lately. This week, before we jump into the new movie I saw in theaters last week, I wanted to just mention that this is the first Showtime I've recorded since Movie Madness ended, so I wanted to congratulate this year's winner, Star Wars Return of the Jedi, which was my pick. Yes, I know Ryan and Brad were giving me a lot of grief about how this year's tournament was run. Regarding why it was on Twitter/X, that's the only platform that I have that has polling capabilities. I know Facebook used to, but it doesn't anymore, at least not like on a main page. I guess Brad said that you can do it on like the videos, the reels or something. I don't remember what it's called, but maybe we'll have to explore that as an option next year, or we could potentially do it on a different platform. I think Ryan mentioned something about Threads or Instagram or something, but anyway, as to, you know, I know Ryan was giving me a lot of crap of like, oh, well, Corinne just gets all of her followers. Yeah, moots, which just stands for mutuals, Ryan. Mutuals being any people who follow each other mutually, so it doesn't it's not a Star Wars thing. It's, you know, Ryan and I are technically mutuals because we follow each other on Twitter. But anyway, so yes, Ryan was like, oh, but she gets all of her followers to rally and vote for Star Wars. And I'm like, yeah, you could do that too. You can retweet and you can be like, hey, everybody vote for Monster Squad or vote for Night of the Living Dead or whatever. There's nothing that says you couldn't do that. I know he shared it like on the Real Nerds page, but he could have retweeted it himself as a quote tweet and then just said, hey, you know, I know like the one guy who, I don't know if he was like a producer or director or something, but he was like from the Monster Squad and he saw Ryan's tweet and he liked it. And it's like, okay, like, again, people, just because your followers didn't rally around your movies, that's not on me. Okay. You need to do better. So yeah, but congratulations to Star Wars Return of the Jedi. It's a fantastic movie. I've talked about it and what it means to me before on the podcast, so I will instead just talk about the recent movie I saw in theaters. I know, I actually went to the theater for once. I think it's like my second new release of the year. But I finally got to see Paddington in Peru. I don't know why it took me so long to go see this movie, because I was really excited when it was announced and when the trailers came out and everything. It's been a while since I've seen the first two Paddington movies, but I really, really enjoyed them. I really think that they are just such well-made movies, and they're just, like, they're perfect for everybody. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what stage of life you're in. I think everybody could enjoy a Paddington movie. But anyway, I remember liking the second one a little bit better than the first, and I think I would put Paddington in Peru. I think I would put 3 about on par with Paddington 1. There wasn't anything like super bad about it. I guess, okay, gonna have to get into spoilers here, but spoilers for Paddington in Peru. I think one of the things that might have detracted from, maybe not like the movie, but just the way it was written, was the fact that we have 2 villains this time, in Antonio Banderas' character and then the Mother Superior, who's played by Olivia Colman. The fact that we spend so much time with each of them, it really takes away from how much time we get to spend with the family. It's like, we do get a lot of development from Paddington. We get some from the mom, but not so much from dad or the kids. And I guess that kind of tracks with where they all, or at least where the kids are in life, is like they're pulling away from their parents. Like, that's kind of the whole point. But it would have been nice to at least see like Mr. Brown get to do something other than he's freaked out by a spider and he's jealous of Antonio Banderas or something. Like, that's pretty much all he did the whole movie. Yeah. But that being said, it was a lot of fun. I kind of appreciated the roller coaster that we go through with Olivia Colman's character, where it's like, you think she's really awesome, and then you think she's sinister, and then you think she's cool. Oh, like, oh, maybe she's chill. And then, nope, surprise, she's actually a secret villain, and she is actually Antonio Banderas' cousin, which that was a crazy twist. I didn't see that coming. Mostly because he's, like, Spanish and she's white, but okay. Yeah. And okay, like the whole, I like the recurring bit where Antonio Banderas gets to play all the different ancestors, even the woman, which was really funny. And then yeah, I think like maybe his like redemption was a little rushed, but you know what? It led to some really fun jokes in the kind of the epilogue, that the letter that Paddington is writing to his aunt. And also I loved the punishment for the fake Mother Superior, where she gets sent to the home for retired polar bears. Perfect. Yeah. Honestly, when they get to El Dorado, I was kind of surprised. I mean, I genuinely felt like it could have gone either way. That Paddington either decides to stay in El Dorado or go back with the Browns. And like that moment when he approaches them and he's talking to Mrs. Brown about stuff, I was like, I really don't know how this is going to go. I should have known that, yeah, he's going to choose to stay with them, because I'm like, if he goes to El Dorado, or I mean, if he stays in El Dorado, there's probably not going to be a fourth film. But so it's like, well, yeah, they got to make more of these damn things. So yeah, he's got to go back to the Browns. But also I freaking love the the Hugh Grant's character. I keep wanting to call him River Phoenix, but I don't think that's right. But Hugh Grant's villain there at the very end, I loved his little cameo there in the prison. That was so much fun. Yeah. No, it was a great movie. I had a lot of fun with it. It was just, yeah, and I had the whole theater to myself, because not only did I see it several weeks after it released, but I also saw it at like 3 or 4 p.m. on a Wednesday. So that was one tiny upside, was I got the theater out to myself. So yeah, next time I actually have my subject matter planned out, I will be talking about an old school musical that nobody remembers and nobody ever talks about. So I will check in with you guys next time about that. Until then, keep it real, nerds. Bye.
Hey, she's bragging about how she purposely set up all of our movies to lose against her movies and her Showtime. So great job, Corinne. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
and it
pat yourself on the back.
Yeah, it took her that long to see Paddington. I thought she's the one who got mad at me for never seeing the other ones.
Well, she hates going to movies now in the theater, so
yeah, grumpy.
4 months in is pretty long. I'm shocked. I don't know what I'd do if it took me that long to see a movie in a theater.
I use them for an escape, so I don't know what I would do either.
Yeah. If I'm going to see one tonight. Like,
nice.
I'm just going to go do it, because I have a Regal Pass, and yeah, they have late screening, so suck it up, Corinne. Just go try some new things.
Yeah, be tough. Hey, this is the big news story of the week.
It's real news.
Brad, you got anything for me?
No. Yeah, no. I'm sure a trailer came out that I probably forgot about already.
Oh, did you see the Fantastic Four trailer? It was fantastic.
The new one? Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of dug that.
Yeah. I mean, nothing too new. New shots, but it doesn't really explain other than like, oh, they're having a baby. It doesn't really give you much else into like what's going on. I'm still trying to make the connection of like how's this going to dovetail into Doomsday and stuff. So,
honestly, it's cool. I think they're just setting a vibe. I mean, I liked a couple shots. I like the shot of the Thing dragging the boat.
Yeah.
I like the whole 60s aesthetic. I think it looks cool. It looks like it's a fun movie.
I guess I'm most curious to figure out how they're tying something that takes place in the 60s to something that's happening 50 plus years later.
So, yeah, because this is just me like shooting in the dark because I don't know, obviously. But there's a lot of speculation on some of these comics that deal with incursions. And one of them, Doctor Doom, makes worlds collapse into each other to create basically one universe. And I'm just guessing that Doom shows up in this movie and takes out Galactus and makes all the worlds kind of merge. and it sets up, him having all these people fight in the next Doomsday and I'm also guessing that maybe the X-Men universe is in this Fantastic Four universe. How they're all going to make it work, I have no idea. But
yeah, because also like Captain America, they have this. That's sort of like the first superhuman type thing that seems to be going on in our world. And then there's like a lull from like the 40s to present day.
Yeah.
We're seeing the ice, and like then Iron Man shows up, or kind of is established. But somewhere in between, there was the Fantastic Four with all these crazy powers. And in Iron Man, you never get the sense that like, when Thor shows up, it seems like so strange. Like, ooh, how could it, like, where are all these people coming from? But apparently there's like a rock guy and a stretchy guy and an invisible woman in the 60s that no one was really talking about.
My guess is it's a different world, but or a different universe, but
a different dimension. Yeah.
Because, the first reactions for Thunderbolts are starting to come into, and they won't spoil anything, but they're saying the second post-credit scene sets up the future, and it's a doozy. So maybe Doctor Doom shows up in that. I don't know.
We'll find out pretty soon.
Yep. They only have Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four before Doctor Doom shows up, so we'll see. It'll be fun. I love the cast. I think it looks like a fun movie.
Oh yeah, it looks. Yeah, I'm just so curious about where it's going.
Yep.
I feel like we've been starved since what is it? Shang-Chi. Like,
yeah,
it's just like post-credit scene, and like all these things setting up stuff that just went nowhere.
Yeah, and he was definitely one of the characters when they did the reveal that I was really stoked that was in the next Avengers movie, because I felt like his movie was really fun and I wanted to see more of him. And how long does Shang-Chi come out in 2020 or 2021?
I think it was 2021.
So yeah, so still 5 years. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Fuck. Same with Spider-Man. What the fuck? Remember when I was spoiled and there's like a Spider-Man in a movie every fucking year?
Yep. You ate.
I did. And now I get nothing. Because I went Civil War, Homecoming, Into the Spider-Verse, Far From Home, Avengers, and Across the Spider-Verse, and then I got No Way Home. And now, fuck. Bullshit.
Well, I guess another piece of news I think I saw was that the Batman Part 2 might get canceled.
What?
Yeah. Matt Reeves is like, if things don't go the right way pretty soon here, he's going to have to dip. So, because like Robert Pattinson signed on to some movie, so it's like delaying it now.
Well, and it's not really Robert Pattinson's fault. Was he supposed to just wait forever?
Yeah, no, he's got to work. So yeah,
fuck.
But like, yeah, like with Superman coming out, I think DC might be looking at like, do we really need this other Batman movie? It might just, we know it's an Elseworlds kind of thing, but if Superman takes off, then it's really gonna be like this redheaded stepchild in our plans. So maybe we shouldn't go forward with it. So
I'd be so sad.
Yeah, like I think comics at this point have a rich enough, like people are aware enough that they can like accept movies that aren't in the same
I don't think
timeline.
They have to be connected.
Yeah. So yeah, it'd be a shame, but if it is like, if it doesn't go anywhere, it's still like a cool, like I said before, like just a really good snapshot of like the Dark Knight detective version of Batman.
Yeah.
Like, glad I finally made it to a movie instead of like just being like a straight up action thing.
I agree. But maybe they'll work it out. I don't know. Maybe, Batman's not going to go away, but
yeah, but maybe like James Gunn's version of Batman will also be like more detective heavy. So there's that too.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's a bummer.
Yeah. Again, it's the internet, so it could just be fake. And
But I mean, I do know. I know Robert Pattinson said something about it. He's like, "Are we ever going to do this?" I was young. I'm going to be like old fucking Batman by the time we make this. So
it's true. Yeah, there's that.
Yeah, fuck. Anywho, we watch things throughout the week in a segment I call "What We've Been Watching."
So, yeah, this is the stuff we've been watching.
Brad, anything of note this week?
Nothing much. Just the Mayans doing a David Lynch series this month, so I took the opportunity to finally see Blue Velvet.
Oh,
which I'd never seen before, and yeah, it's weird.
A David Lynch movie.
Yeah. Now I know where when Jay and I think Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, he says like, "I'll fuck anything that moves," or maybe it's Clerks 2.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was his line, but it's totally ripped off from Blue Velvet. But yeah, it's not pointless to describe the plot other than like some kid finds an ear on the ground and then goes on this mission to investigate this lady who lives in an apartment who's like got Dennis Hopper as her like abusive boyfriend, and he sort of kind of tries to rescue her from him. Yeah, and everything's just super weird and awkward the rest of the way. So, yeah, I applaud Lynch for just like making art.
Yeah, he doesn't follow rules. His movies, you either love them or they're there.
Yeah. I didn't go in expecting it to be like some conventional linear narrative, but yeah, again, it was like dropouts just sitting there going like, I'm along for the ride.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's how I felt watching Mulholland Drive.
Yeah, and there's points too, like the performances felt like I was watching like takes from The Room. Just like the line delivery on some things are just like, that is like a Tommy Wiseau delivery. Wow. So, yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, I didn't watch very much either. I watched the Disney documentary, Not Just a Goof, which is about the Goofy movie. And it's a cute little documentary about how no one believed in this project. And because Disney hit this huge renaissance with The Little Mermaid just before it, and they were working on The Lion King at the time. And so they didn't know if, $12 million for an animated movie was worth it. And you go, wow, $12 million. All right. But it's just kind of a cute reminiscing of a Goofy movie. And that Goofy movie, have you seen a Goofy movie, Brad?
I haven't, but yeah, there's a huge following for it.
Yeah, it's like a, it's a cute movie. It's but it deals with Goofy, and being a dad. And they have some really great interviews where Jeffrey Katzenberg came on board and he said, maybe we should have Goofy's voice be Steve Martin and not Goofy. And the director goes, what? Not that he has anything against Steve Martin. It's just like you make a Goofy movie for Goofy. Not, for Steve. If I was Steve Martin, I'm guessing he'd probably turn it down.
That's like making Chris Pratt Mario.
Yeah, so it's kind of a cute movie. You can find it on Disney Plus. And the only other thing I watch is I forced my kid to watch North by Northwest with me. They put out a 4K last year, and it is freaking stunning in 4K. And I'm happy to report my little boy loved the movie. So I'm very proud that he laughed and he enjoyed it. Yeah, because it's one of my favorites.
Nice.
And yeah, that's all I watched this week. Next week we are seeing Sinners, so that should be fun. Yeah,
I'm excited to figure out what the movie what kind of movie this is. Seems like vampires.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, so until next week, we'll see you at the movies.
Well, a real nerd knows who shot nerd can follow the plot, and a real nerd will give it all they got. Lights, camera, action. Real nerds.
Thanks for listening to Real Nerds Podcast, a Nebulous Visions production. Stream or download episodes, read articles at realnerdspodcast.com. Stream us on Apple or Google Podcast, Stitcher, Spotify, or iHeartRadio. Follow us on Facebook, Real Nerds Podcast. Twitter and Instagram at Real Nerds. Watch us on YouTube, Real Nerds Podcast. Email us at realnerds@gmail.com. Call us at 720-6nerds5. Thank you to Sparks Mandrill, Mike at Plan 9 Studios, and Bolognium for all of our groovy theme songs. And that's how you fucking do it.